I've been at APD almost 21 years now. When I first came to work, we didn't have any bear calls whatsoever. As the bear population has increased and as the city has grown, we have seen more and more calls. Probably the last 5 years have been our largest number of bear calls.
The bear population has increased dramatically over the last several decades, and building and development of the area has taken place, so a combination of those two factors, and we're dealing with some encroachment issues, but their population is increasing, so this isn't a problem that's going to just disappear.
What's happened is usually in the early spring and the late fall, either just after hibernation or just before, the bears are trying to get food. They're hungry when they wake up, and they're trying to get enough food in their system before they go do the hibernation. So our bear calls typically tend to escalate during those times.
The activity of the bears varies seasonally. A lot of times this time of the year in the spring we'll see an increase in activity of the bears. It's not uncommon for us to get 2 or 3 calls a week with a bear sighting. Most of the time we don't even get to view the bear. It's long gone by the time we arrive. It's very common for the person who's reporting the sighting to be surprised, if not upset, because they just don't expect to see a bear in their backyard. So we recognize that, and we try to give them some information that they can use to be safe. One thing that people appreciate knowing is that black bears really don't want anything to do with us. They want to do with our food, and that's about it. And so if you don't leave a reward out for them, they're not going to make an appearance for the most part.
The best thing that they can do is to eliminate the food source. Relocation of the bears are not an option. We've been told that a bear can travel anywhere in a 50 square mile radius. So that's a pretty good radius. We've also been advised that the bear population has expanded greatly in the past several years. So if we were to move a bear, another bear would be there to take its place.
The first and foremost piece of advice is just to not leave out any enticement for the bear. That amounts to a greasy grill or dog or cat food left outside. Bird feeders are a very common attractant, and we insist that people that are having an issue with these problems use that as a remedy. People actually can keep their trash cans secure other than on trash day. Put it out at the very last minute, and for those who really don't have the option of putting their trash out at the last minute and are having an issue, they can look into getting a more secure trash container that could be bear-proof.
Here lately we've noticed more bear calls during the daytime hours. So what we do is, if we have an animal services officer that's on duty, we'll ask them to go by, make contact with the folks, give them the options that we know to be the best options, which the best one is to eliminate all of the food sources that you can, because that's all that the bear is looking for. If the animal services folks are not on duty, we send a patrol officer out there to do the same thing. If the bear is not presenting an immediate danger to life, then all we can do is just make sure that the bear does not present that danger. We're there more as a proactive, preventative type purpose. The bear will eventually move on. Once they realize that there's either no food there or they've eaten up what food source that they're worth, they'll move on to the next one.
If you were to eliminate the problem bear from that niche, another one would move in. They're very opportunistic, they're clever creatures, and they're going to exploit any niche that's available. We work closely with the Wildlife Resources Commission to educate people in bear behavior and bear habits. We work with just about any person or agency that's concerned. We work with citizens groups to distribute informative leaflets, and the key really at this point is education. Call the Asheville Police Department and we can get you at least a good pamphlet on the common sense aspects of deterring bears.